back to the Valley of the Old Fab. Now we're starting the episode off basically in the same day as the last one because we still have a lot to do here, as you well know. So I literally have jobs for everybody right now, so I thought rather than skip a day, let's continue where we left off. I've upped the time to times 6. I'm going to try and run times 6 now. Just try and get the days through. Well, basically today, most of the attention is going to be on this, on Mega Field 2. We obviously finished stone picking it last time, as you can see. The stone picker is now off to begin on field 60. Because this field, I know this field has heavy stones on it. This field's going to give us a lot of stones which you can then use to produce lime. It's always good. It's a second to generate. Right, that means he can leave it off. Right, so what we need two Vicks. We need this Maserati. We need this Massey Ferguson, and we also need the other Massey Ferguson. Why will become clear in a second. Because Starbucks have put in this cedar back away. This amazing. See, I love this cedar. Oh, it just fits under there. I need to at some point use the other one for something, but we'll cross that bridge. As you can see there, we're actually doing pretty good on money. Right now we had the big selling session last episode. We've got silage over there fermenting away nicely. But yeah, so my plan today is to get the sunflowers onto Megafield 2. That's the main goal. I say me, the AI is going to do that. We have another job. But what I want first of all is I need this trailer. The thing is, it's going to take a lot of sunflowers, and the planter I have in mind doesn't have a huge capacity. And I don't really want to keep running it backwards and forwards to the buy anything station every time I need to fill it up. So that's why we're going to be taking both of these. You'll see in a second. So I say I'm hoping I'm actually going to knock it back down to times 5 thinking about it just for today, just because we've got a lot to do. And I never like letting field growing cross a day, because if you do that you tend to find you end up with fields like 2 different growth states on, which is mega irritating. Put that guy down on there. No, I don't want to be in that, I want to be in that. Now we're ready to head to the shop. So yeah, the plan is to grab the planter. The 305 is then going to bring the planter back for me. What we're then going to do is we're going to buy about 6 bags of seeds, 6 bags of fertilizer on the flatbed, which the little Massey Ferguson is going to bring back. Then I can leave it sat by the side of the field, and every time the planter needs refilling, it can just roll up and act as like a field service trailer for it for today. While they're doing that, we folks are we're gonna mow field 84. It's the last one that hasn't been mowed of my original sets, because obviously the other ones have all been cut into Megafield 2. Obviously last episode we bought that beautiful field there, which is going to get cut probably next episode now. And just the amount of grass, that might push me to start using bales, simply because I think it would just take too long. See how it does, but I think running forage wagons on and off that all the time, I think will be a long and slow process that I'm not sure we want to undertake at this point. Anyway, so apparently I'm going past our little enclave in the forest there, and heading on up to the next. Heading on to the shop. We've been up there before. Now, what you may not have seen, I don't know if I pointed them out last time we were up here. The shop has a forklift, has a telehandler, and has a tractor. So I'm planning to use their telehandler to load my trailer. Obviously, we can just pull up and use the refill on the field, or the Massey Ferguson does have the front loader attachment. I really want to get another tractor in like the 250, 300 horse, another over 200 horsepower large tractor. I think in a lot of ways I like the little Massey, but I think it's maybe a bit too small for most of our equipment. But here we are, the old John Deere workshop, which they love me rolling up with. 2 Massey Fergusons, I bet. Maybe get this Massey service while I'm here, actually. It's probably not the worst shout. Where's the trigger? Oh, it's over there. No, I'm not hitting that repaint button. Let's repair you. Repair you. Let's repair everything that's attached, I'm not in repaint on anything. Because we're not made of money. So I'm only going to rent the planter today because basically I don't... Unless there's something in use that can help us. That will help us. That would be nice as well. I'm so tempted to get a big windrower just when we do the hay. It's easy to like make less swaths, means we get it done faster, but doesn't look like there's a planter in here, sadly. Weeder. That nice big chrome tipper. Oh, the old roll and roll speed. We don't have one of those on this map, do we? No, we don't. I use them a lot, I really like those. But no, there isn't one anyway. So the planter I'm going to use is that one there. I find it the best balance between sort of working with, doesn't need gigantic horsepower. Right, so that's there. So let's do that, then we can get that tractor off. So I'm actually going to do the first fill out of our buy anything station. Just because that means we're not using our bags. And if we buy more bags than we need, that's not the end of the world, because obviously we can just keep them. So my plan also is once Megafield 2 is sunflowers, Field 60 is going to be corn. So let's do this. I'm going to use the big bag options because I find them better to deal with. So fertilizer, 6, seeds, 6. And there they are. Obviously I can't lift up all, I don't think I can quite lift up all 6 at once, even with the telehandler, so bear with me, I will get them. I don't want to use super strength, it's an option, but I'd rather try and do this the proper way, so I can put the ramps up, I don't need those right now. You see there, over here, see there was that winter wolf, which is an amazing beast. You see there, I got this guy. And they're not purely for this purpose, I thought it'd be handy to have, same reason they got the forklift. Let's prove how useless I am with one of these things now. Considering I use forklift trucks in real life on a fairly regular basis, I would hope I don't do too bad. Okay, granted he's a forklift truck and a little one, not a massive great telehandler. Yeah, I can't get all 6 at once. We'll do 4 though with relative ease, so I'll stick to that for the time being. I'm kind of hoping if I do this right to the far side of the trailer, I'm actually going to get all 6 sort of in a line, which is looking right. If I put those there, put the straps on just to stop the risk of me like knocking them off with the other ones. Don't know if the money's good, but do you think we should treat ourselves to silage additive now, just because it will give us that boost of... I have never done that before. Well, usually I just let them slide down like that. Although is that going to hurt me when I try and put them down, because obviously it's going to mean... Oh no, I made it work. I know this is unrealistic folks, but just bear with me. Right, that's the seeds on board, now just going to send the fertilizer. And I'm just thinking, it's expensive, but I have that. Which to me just seems cheaper than buying the that. So that's 60 litres, so 10 of those 600 litres. So it's only cheaper that way, so let's... So our really great money situation is definitely not being made easier by things like this. But I think having silage additive, because obviously that'll increase... We're already getting massive, especially once we go into that field. The field we're about to cut, that huge field, that extra bonus we get from the additive should just make it insanely profitable. Right, come on. No, I know these are going to fit because the other ones did. Is it our plan? Once it's done, I'm actually going to... I was going to hay cut 84 just because obviously we've got... I'm actually thinking, and I looked at the options and I know the hay header slows it down. It might even be easier just to send it in and just head it. Just not knock them off. There we are. Now throw a close-ups over them. Then the last thing to get on, of course, is this guy. I mean, I will probably need to unload these by the farm, yeah, but luckily for me, I have the, obviously the Matty Ferguson for that. Put that on last, try and get it about centre so at least the weight balances. And there we have it, so I'll just pile this over here for now, I don't think we need it. How does it? Yeah, 2,000 litres, that's right, yeah, 2,000 litres, that's right. Oh, I can feel the weight on that now. Right, so I'm going to set him off towards our farm. Right, so you want unloading, yeah, of course you do. Right. So luckily I have the tool for this. Obviously we emptied this last time, so this can just... Find this easier, because once I've done this I can upload. I believe I have the massive Ferguson tipper half full. If we can, obviously we get double the amount of lime with each stone, so if we can get like a full trailer which is 70,000 litres. Sorry game. Sorry, me with my quite a cough. And there we are, now he can continue. As I say, I'm going to fill this up, so I'm going to do it. Well, the first fill's going to come from the Buy Anything station. Change the seeds now while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I tend to use this planter a lot because it's such a great working with, and it fertilises. Okay, I'll fill the seeds, I wasn't expecting. Come on, fill the fertiliser, please. There we go. So yeah, the money situation is not looking as good as it did, but obviously we do have all silage. We have the grapes planted. We've done a lot of what we intended to do. And we've got the money pot that is field 84. So let's take that off there. Getting connected up the other way. And getting to work on this field. All looks good to me. First waypoint. Now for some reason it'll unfold because it always does unfold them while it drives to the start point, which really doesn't work with those trail headers with a built-in trailer because it means you end up dragging the arm across the floor. And just like that we are planting sunflowers. And as for us, you're going to need to watch me do a really bad job of mowing a field. But say before I do that, I do need to change to the other header. I do think maybe in the long term it's going to be worth us actually swapping to the other setup, where we just get mowers. This swap, I do like it, it's great. Back on FS19 there was a John Deere one that was brilliant. It is on 22, but it has its issues. Later when I used it, I found it held the header slightly too low, which caused it to crash it into the ground quite a bit. Just me to leave the harvester over where I needed to get the other thing out from, so let's just move that forward a little bit. You can wait there. And say I'll swap over to the hay and we'll go and... Obviously once we cut it, we then unfortunately can't harvest, we can't pick it up until we have a tractor free. Whichever one happens to get finished first, and whichever of the two big ones, so it's got to be either the case or the 305. Right, so here's the corn header. So I'm going to do this myself just while the AI does the other. Do the other jobs, like I say, once we get that field over there drawn up, we have Mega Field 2 planted with sunflowers that can start growing. So field 60 here is going to be corn. Mega Field 1's already growing the barley we need. So, enjoy folks. And welcome back, folks. You see, you join me now. I've been having a little bit of a rethink on what I'm doing here, and I'm going to change my plan of attack slightly compared to what I was saying before the time lapse. So, I'm going to download it first. You see, we're getting a lot of stones off this field, which is good because we can use them. This guy's now empty. Basically involves because I need this tractor to come out. I could do with another tractor really. I've decided I am going to windrow, which reminds me, let's throw some good windrowers on used for not bad money. So that hay I'm going to windrow it to make it easier to pick up. Obviously to do that I'll need a tractor, so my plan is actually to swap the pickup truck onto that cedar, onto that trailer there, because the pickup can tow that. Getting far enough back so I never miss any. Sugar. Move you all the way first. Disconnect that from there. Sorry. So let's have a look anyway. Where was I? So what's that? 8 meters for 9,000. 12.5 meters for 26. Oh, those, I love those with a passion. It's going to be the Cabot one, isn't it? What's your number plate? 1EKN032. Oh, so there was that one there for 22 for 7. 1EKN032. So there's the money situation now looking slightly more that I'm really bad at not spending. If you put money on my, yeah, I will end up spending it. Just the way I am. And then the loan will need to be paid, and then we'll have an issue. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Like I say, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this guy out. So he's still there. We've got most of the money, we've got a little bit left to do. I think he's about full again. I thought the beacons on usually means they're over 80% full. Yeah, that onto there just so he can. Let's make it squat a bit. I'm doing what the option is. One that I can use to lower the. There we are, let's just balance it out a little bit more. Out there. Pretty much he's at the top, isn't it? Yeah. He's there. So no, he's just got the beacons on. Okay. Well, he for some reason he's deciding he fancies some off-roading. I started going, move my angle around to try and keep. I did notice as well the conditioner, when you're going slow enough it appears that the grass doesn't get into the conditioner. Which is why there's little patches we know where the windrow will just sort of meld it all together and it should be alright. But these should be the last couple this way, and then from here I'm going to do that bit down there which is just up. I'm going to do up and down. Basically, I was trying to make it so it's as few moves as possible. And like I said, I'm going to window it anyway, just to try and give us a bit more. I myself will handle the window and just try and get it done. I'm not going to send this over to field 84 today. That can be waiting for next time. There's just this big square here to do. Now with this field cut, I believe that's the second cut on this field. A lot of the others have had 3 because I always cut them before I merge them. I still am tempted eventually to buy that field and then cut that field and this one together. As I pointed out in the past, you could make one mega field with everything at the bottom here and it would really be a... But I honestly think sometimes there could be a bit too much you could do. See, we're getting really good considering I've not done a lot of field care on these. And there's something I realised 11 episodes into this. I'm going to have to, next time we get some good money, buy like fertiliser stuff. I'm thinking a sprayer for the size of our fields, even if it's a trailed one and liquid, will be our best bet. I'm really not doing a lot in terms of field maintenance, which is amazing. We're still getting really great. Luckily, we're not using precision farming because it would slam me for that. But we're still getting quite good yields and quite good value from these fields. So giving that menu for us give you a bit of a cleaner look, cleaner UI. So I was going to talk at the time of recording this today, the latest creative mesh expansion pack DLC. I don't want to call it. Technically, it's a mod, but it's like giant sporty, so it kind of puts it above. And it's the emergency pack. I have had a quick play around with it on a different server. I just set up like an Elm Creek. I haven't added it to this one, and I don't think I'll be doing a video on it because, to be honest with you, there's not a huge amount there. It's free, so I'm not complaining. But you get one fire truck, you get one hose reel, like a walking one, and you get one thing which contains traffic cones. So it's like I booted up on Elm Creek, had a 2-minute play with it. It kind of works as you expected. It surprised me, honestly, because we saw the teaser from Creative Mesh, and it was a straw bale, and I assumed we were getting straw harvest back again. Which I was sort of 50-50. I think me and Myers did discuss this on a recording, but well, I was a little bit like, forgetting the same thing again for the third game. At the same time, straw harvest did actually add. I think we used it a bit on 19 on our Sussex Farms playthrough. So I had a bit of experience with it. I'd used it a little bit myself. And I wouldn't mind you seeing that. That to me made more sense than a firefighting DLC. It just seems. While I know there are parts of the game that do stuff like that, there was already. Heck, you go onto the non-official mod sites and it's all supercars, fire trucks, ambulances. I get the role players amazing, and I'm not saying it shouldn't have happened. Fair enough, Creative Mesh decided they wanted to do this. That's awesome. I'm just saying I don't see it as being something I'm going to get a lot of use out of. I'll keep hold of it, and it'll end up getting added to games simply for the fact that I'll forget to turn it off whenever I start a map. But yeah, I mean, if you do want to see some stuff on it, please let me know. I don't think it's enough for a video on its own. However, maybe we make it a special, like we do one episode, like maybe we do that for episode 20 of this series or something. If you'd like to see that, please do comment. Do leave us a comment, let us know, and we could make it maybe like a special. Maybe I'd drag Myers in and we do some like firefighting and that. I just had this really random thought that we could do the competitive multiplayer as competitive firefighting, which I both love and hate that idea at the same time. Yeah, certainly, like I say, it certainly surprised me. Creative Mesh do great work. As I say, Straw Harvest was good. Pumps and hoses then, which I actually don't have. Once again, it's something that doesn't really appeal to my playstyle. The only thing it would be worth it for, I think the modular BGAs are nice, and I possibly will pick it up at some point for that. But as it stands, it doesn't really offer me personally, a lot to make me think, oh, I need to rush out and buy it. Like I said, that's not me getting at them, that's not me getting at the people who like it, just personally not a fan. So anyway, this will be the last. You see the light's fading on us here, which is timing it nicely. I was kind of hoping to get Megafield 2 done today, and I will get it done, but it may just be off stream, just because, as I say, I don't want the field being across 2 dates. But I'll get this done, I'll have a quick check on everyone, and I'll go and get that windrow we bought, because I can come down and windrow this lot, then at least when we do come to pick it up, it's going to be ready to go. And this guy can get ready for his really big job on our new mega grass field. Like I said, I'll wait to see how well that does. I could see me buying balers and going down the bale option, just because balers are quicker per item, because obviously you can just do massive bales, wrap them. Right, so that's that done, so I'm going to come up and see how he's doing. He's actually not got a huge amount to do, so he probably will get this done today. If I take this back over to its parking place, and then I'll go and grab that new windrow. What I'm also going to do, probably once I get the windrow back, is quickly just drag the trailer down that the stones are going into. Just so that way I can unload, because that the digger bucket is obviously designed for light materials, so when you get it that full of stones, you can see how it starts to. That bush was a lot more solid than I anticipated. You see how it starts to like lift the back of it up. So I'm not gonna bother connecting to the other one now. I'll do that. Ready for when we need it. Lights off. Lower that. Don't think I'm quite ready for unloading yet, but as I say, this is great because this is a massive windrow. It'll pick up a lot of stuff, but it gives us. It takes 100 horsepower, so even this thing has more than enough power for it. But yeah, so definitely my next purchase needs to be either a sprayer. I have the 2 fertilizer spreads, I just need to start using them. The trouble is they need a big tractor. So it goes down to me needing another 250 horsepower plus tractor. Not so much for the horsepower actually, certainly on the, I've got the sulky, which has a great working width. The problem it has is it's no wheels, it's fully linkage mounted, and it's heavy, really heavy, especially when it's fully loaded. So we need to that's why it needs a big tractor. It's not so much for the horsepower, it's just so it doesn't lift the tractor off the ground. Obviously we have front waste out. This has the built-in front waste, sadly not the linkage, as you can see. I'm pretty sure if I connect it up to it and load it, it's had me wheeling across the field. Once we get back to farm, I'll have a quick look at like fertilized states and that, because we've got 2 fields in there, both growing away nicely. And like I say, at least one thing, we've got this. I ended up putting a full trailer load of mineral feed in last episode, so once we've got this hay in, we should be good to make quite a lot of TMR. Which that'll be a bonus, because our cow's got some, but as you can see there, it's not a long way up their charts. So the ability to actually fill those up would be nice. Let's see, I get this hay picked up. I think, did I leave the TMR mixer producing? Yes, I did, and he's still producing away. So he's got 12,000, which isn't bad. In fact, it looks like mineral feed once again is going to be our limiting factor. Wow, they're really good to do some street lights around here. I have to speak to the local council. So like I say, my plan is to get the windrowing done tonight, and then we'll probably call it an episode there. If the planter's still going, I'll just let that complete. And our next episode will start in the next day. But what I'm going to quickly do is just drop that there for a second. And this is the trailer I use for carrying stones for no real reason other than it does look the most tough of the three, I guess. Probably when we go and pick up, I'll probably end up using the big red rock, because at least that way it can carry a lot more capacity. Also, I was talking to you guys whether you want the one more piece of opinion. Do you reckon I should put alfalfa on H4? I do want to have a proper look at alfalfa at some point, just because it's an addition to this map that isn't in most, so we may as well give it a good look. Oh, the weight of this trailer, the tractor does not. Oh, it's not over keen on. I get the weight out of this thing, I'm allowed to be happier. And put you over there. Because I'm going to leave the trailer over. I'm not going to really just check like I don't think this tractor's really up to hauling it across the map fully loaded. Put you there. And like I say, go on windrow 84. I'll try and windrow it into like one long continuous line, just so that way at least when I come to pick it up it's just a case of follow it on. I say next episode. This next episode now the corn will get planted, the other field will get mowed. I'll try and roll Megafield 2, just because I want to get good yield. I know I don't need a lot of that for the contract only requires something like 5,000 litres, but if I'm doing this I want to get good yield out of it. Plus I'm setting these fields up for the future and for when we do actually need big. So this is going to be quite mega because this is a big piece of machinery here. As you say, it just keeps going. Like I say, the hope is I can almost do this in like one continuous line. I've really badly messed up here, haven't I? That's a freaking tedder, not a... How did I not notice that when I bought it? Wow, I'm an idiot of the highest degree. So I'm guessing that means we do need, unless there's a new one at the end, which there hasn't been. We do need that Kubota. Balls. Wait a minute, what was our loan? Am I taking us dangerously close? Ooh, 19,000. Right, I'm going to resell this tedder then. Right, so that. So on that note, of me looking like a right 24 carat clown, I'm going to call an end to this episode. Like I say, we're just going to get these last couple of little jobs on this finished off. Here and then next episode it'll be a case of windrowing that field. And so thank you very much, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to check out the rest of the channel. Till next time, enjoy. Good night.